conditional formatting. So there are basic conditional formatting and there are advanced conditional formatting. Now, conditional formatting is using condition to format your data set. All right. So instead of highlighting and selecting by colors and the rest, sorting by colors or filtering by colors, you use conditions to format your entire data set. So today we will be examining certain conditions like format highlight cells rules, like top bottom rules and clear rules, and also duplicate values. Okay. So and also we'll use this condition to work on certain other important informations that we need to know. Like in the advanced level, we'll be looking at lighting one column value, highlighting an entire record, and highlighting column and row of the same at the same time. Okay, so quickly let's move into that now. To apply conditional formatting, you go to the home tab, and under the home tab you go to the styles group, and there you find the conditional formatting. So click on the conditional formatting, and then we are working with the highlight cell rules first. Okay, so in order to format your data using conditional formatting, you need to know certain things you want to do. So what do you want to format? So I'll just take you through that and then we'll start. So we have the highlight cell rules, and under the highlight cell rules we have the greater than, we have the lesser than, we have the between, we have the equal to, we have text that contains, and we have a date occurring, we have duplicate values. All right, and then we also have top bottom rules, we have top 10 rules, top 10%, bottom 10 rules, bottom 10%, above average, below average. And also we have the data bars, we have the color scales, we have the icon sets, and we have new rules, clear rules, and manage rules. Okay, so to start, we will be using the greater than. Okay, so let's select the cell range. Now if you want to apply conditional formatting to a certain column, ensure to highlight the entire column, ensure to select the entire column. So to select this entire column, once again, using the shortcut is Control Shift down direction, and you could see I have selected that entire column. Okay, so to apply the conditional formatting, we go to conditional formatting, and then highlight cell rules. We want values that are greater than. uh, automatically Excel gives you a value, but we want to choose our own value. Let's say we want values like greater than, let's see if they are 46 years of age in this set of data. So they are 46. So greater than 46. There's even 50, greater than 50 years of age, and then okay. And you could see the information of those, age that are greater than this particular age. And so that is how you can apply the conditional formatting to Excel using greater than and the equal to, and you can go back and do the less than, between, equal to, and that. So the next we'll be doing that of um so the next we'll be doing so next we'll be doing text that contains. Okay, so let's say I select this entire record. I want to select this entire record. All right, and then go to conditional formatting, and then we go to text that contains, and you can see text that contains the United States that Excel automatically gives to you has been selected. But what if I just want shy and nothing else, just CHI? You can see that China has been selected. What if I use just states? You can see United States is selected, and if I use the United States is selected as well. All right, so if I use bra, you can see Brazil has been selected, and you could change the color of whatever you want, like this light red fill. Let's change that to yellow, and you could see the yellow color has been selected. And also, if you don't want any of the color, you can go to custom format and select your own color, and you can add that to it, and you could see it has been formatted accordingly. And then you see your data set like that. Okay, so next we would examine the top bottom rows. Okay, so let's go to let's highlight this cell of bonus, and then go to the top bottom rows and find the top 10%. And you could see I will change that color to something else. Let me custom that test. Let's see. No, we have used yellow. Okay, yellow has not been used, so let's use yellow. We can use the top 10 and then okay. All right, so you could see that they are top 10 already, and in case you want to see more, you can use the filter, and then just go by color and select it by color, and you can see that the top 10 has been selected. These are top 10, and the reason why it is more than 10 is because they are values that are of the same values. So let's apply another formatting there. Let's say um, that is selected. Let's say we want to do that of duplicate values. All right, now you can see the duplicate values has been selected. Let's use another value for another color for duplicate values. um let's use this color. Okay, we've used that color. Let's use this blue for duplicate values, and you could see that duplicate values has been selected. That is to say, these values have duplicate across these sets of data. So we have duplicate values, and there are no unique values in this set of data. Okay, because majority of the values are the same. Okay, so we can also go to our light and then small rules, and we could format only cells that contains that are above average. We could format only unique or duplicate values. So now we no longer want to format duplicate values. We want to format unique values. Let's see if there's any unique value in this set of data, and then we want to use a different color. Let's use green. So that, and then okay. Oh, it still apply duplicate. Let me go back and work on that. More rules, and then we go to duplicate, and we want unique format by color. We want this color, and then okay. So unique values and okay. So you can see the only unique value there is the bonus. All right, which is the headline, because in the whole set of data there are no unique values. Every value has a duplicate of itself in this set of data, and that is why it is as such. Okay, so if we come to this ethnicity and try to do the unique value, you will see that it's it's still not possible, because there's Asia, there's Caucasians, there is Black, there is Latino over and over again, and repeatedly. Let's see if okay. I think we should be able to find a unique value from this set of data. So let's select this set of data and go to conditional formatting. Highlight, go to more rules, and duplicate, format only duplicate and this, and then go to unique and format color. We want this, the green, and then okay. Ensure it is in unique, and then format. Okay, and then okay. So every other country, city has a duplicate of itself. To prove that, you could just select any of the country itself here. Just unselect that, and unselect all, and select Austin, and you will see they are duplicate of itself as a city. Okay, so we can off that. And in most cases in this set of data, we don't have, you know, we don't have a set of data that is unique, except we can find the unique value right here in the, you know, in the employees ID, because IDs are always unique. So to do that, let's go back and confirm that these IDs actually unique. Okay, so unique values, unique, every data here should be highlighted because it is unique. Okay, I'll say okay, and unique. All right, you could see now, you could see the data set that are unique, and we find out that there are certain data that are not unique, like 249 1249. So let's format and see all that. Let's type that here, 1249. So you could see 1249 has been selected, and say okay. You can see that the employee ID 1249 is a duplicate value, and you could see the job title that they hold the same position. That is to say, maybe the company had a that is to say, the company must have had a change of their vice president, and it seems like the same employee ID was given to them, to the outgoing and then the incumbent or incoming all right, vice president, and that is what you could see right across this data set. All right, so this is how you use, your set of data to, format your search and know if there are certain things that needs to be changed or not. Okay, so from here now we could tell that certain employees carries the same ID, either the outgoing or EcoBent or whatever. And with that, you could be able to, as a company, you could be able to, profile a unique ID. That's if certain same employees or both employees are in the same organization, are still in the organization, you could give them a different, employee ID. So we've done the top 10 rules and all that. Now we could use another formatting. Let's go to the annual salary, select that cell, and then go to conditional formatting and decide to, look for below average, and then select that. And you could see that we let's select something different color. Okay, and we said okay, let's see if anything is selected. So you could see that certain things has been selected, but they are at the bottom of these data sets, and you could see they automatically, and you could see the are below average values. Excel has automatically calculated the entire data and sorted those that are below average, and highlighted them to fit into that. So to see every one of them, you can use the sort from, you won't use sort, you can use sort by color, since that is what is there, and then you could see the entire data set, all right, that are below average. So that. Now we would proceed to other things, but before I move to other stuff to do, we could do more formatting of this data set. For example, let's add a data bar to this data, and you could see, if we pick any data bar, you could see the datas and all that. And when if we should take away the filter, so we want to clear the filter, and currently it is not showing, but you could refilter your data set by saying no fill. Okay, and it is back to normal. All right, now you could see the bar chart indicating your data set and all of that information. Okay, can you see that? So and so on. Okay, then next thing, you can do more other things. All right, for your conditional formatting, you can apply arrows, you can apply colors, okay, to your data set and every one of that. Okay, so let's move on now to advanced formatting. Now, how do you format your set of data using certain rules? Now, we want to format this data using the alight one column values and all that. So first off, to clear your data, I'll place your cursor there and then go to clear rules, and we are given the option clear rules from selected cells, clear rules from entire sheets, clear rules from this table, and we select that, and you can see every of the rules that has been applied has been cleared from this entire data set. Okay, so now next we go to the advanced formatting. So we want to highlight one column values. We want to highlight one column values. So I'm going to put certain conditions by by saying let's say let's format by department, and I want the values of IT. Okay, now and then I want the values IT. Okay, so to do that, you have to select the entire data set of that particular data. So that has been selected, and we could, apply the conditional formatting right there. So go to conditional formatting, and instead of picking any of these, you go to new rule, and under the new rule, you come to you use a formula to determine which cells to format. Okay, so in place of that, you use the equal to sign. Do not forget equal to, and then let's pick any part of the cell. Now you can see that there is a relative reference with the dollar sign in this set of data. Now, to ensure that it doesn't affect your entire data, because this cell is currently locked, okay, and we don't want to lock the entire cell. That the we want to ensure that the column is open, that is column D. So we say equal to, and then we say IT. All right, and we can format that by choosing a particular color and say okay and okay. So you could see that IT across this entire data set has been highlighted with that color. Now, if I make any change to this data here, let's say to change to sales, you see sales has been highlighted. Engineering will be highlighted, okay, and so on and so forth. If I should choose finance is highlighted, and that is conditional formatting. Okay, and another thing we could do is to highlight an entire record. All right, is to highlight an entire record. To do that, we select the entire cell and then down. Okay, and let's format still using finance as the department. Let's use this department. You go to conditional formatting, new rule, come to use formula and say this is equal to. All right, you select what you want. Now you can see that in this particular data, the column is highlighted. There is a relative reference, okay, and we want to eliminate the relative reference from the set of data we do not need. Okay, so we don't need this relative reference for the role. So we'll eliminate the relative reference from the low role and leave that of the column. Okay, and then we'll say equal to, and we include finance, and then we format the cell by using a color. Let's use the green and say okay, and then okay. So you can see that every information that has to do with finance has been highlighted across each record. Okay, so yeah, you could easily view your entire record. Okay, now in the same way, we can format not just by entire column but by entire row, not just the entire record alone but also column as well. Now, if you see these data sets, we have highlighted the entire record. Okay, but in the same way, we could do the column at the same time. All right, now how do we do it? If you look at these data sets, you will see that the data set is still selected. Okay, even after applying the record, the data set is still selected. Now, to apply the column, still on this selected data set, we should just go back to the formatting. Okay, and then new rule, open the row. All right, we open the row and ensure it is in the column, then equal to, we then equal to this Sheto as a city, and then we'll change the formatting to something else, to this, and say okay. So it is now applied. You could see it, the entire record has been selected. Now, in the same vein that the entire record is selected, remember we're selecting rows and columns. So we selected the rows. Now you could see that the data set is still highlighted. Now, in order to select the row, we'll go to conditional formatting again, and then new rule, and then go to use formula and equal to, we can select these names. So I'm selecting the I'm not selecting the entire data, so I don't want to select the entire data. So we select so we select that, and then we would remove, we don't need the entire record, we just need to highlight the heading, okay, which is column A and all that. So we unlock, so this should be one, okay, and then I'll unlock the row, the column, and then lock the row, and then says it is equal to this department, and we change formatting to a different color, let's say blue, and say okay, and we can apply that rule. All right, so you could see that the departmental role has been selected. All right, you could see that the departmental role has been selected, and if I should change that to job title, you see that the job title is selected. So rows and columns are selected at the same time, and this is how you can apply conditional formatting to your set of data. With this, we've come to the end of conditional formatting. Like I will always advise, please practice. Like in the conditional formatting, there are things you can do between, lesser than, and the rest of them. Do practice every one of them and see how they work.